At this moment, you are online, you're on the internet. And for a lot of other networks, that's the exact same thing. If you're working in a branch office, at home, in the office, every network is eventually connected to the internet. Potentially this can be a problem because in the internet there are sites that we need to locate, that we need to address, but there are of course attackers that we need to be aware of, and of course we need to have solutions that will counter these attacks. Umbrella is one of these components that can help us countering these problems and countering these attacks. A while ago, our network was not yet equipped with Umbrella security on our branch office. So I started the working day by opening just a few emails, and one of those emails was asking me to change some credentials about my Apple ID. It was just one click away to open a website, which looked quite strange, but in this site itself there was an iframe that as a reply gave malware back into my system. The next day I opened up my laptop and I was infected. All my files were encrypted, and if I would pay $300, my files will be retrieved. Luckily for me, I saved them on a different site, or a different drive. How does Umbrella actually work? Umbrella blocks these connectivities, these connections, before they happen. So Umbrella previously called OpenDNS. So based on this DNS name, what you type into the browser, it's going to check whether this DNS name is a website that you might trust or a website that is out there already for a while, right? So you can also block new websites or URLs, let's say websites that are irrelevant for your business. So like gambling, if it's not relevant for your business, you can even block them out. So before it happens, Umbrella blocks it out. How do you enable this on your branch office? So you will start with your edge device, which in this case is an ISR, so a router from Cisco, an integrated services router. The first step is to integrate security in this device. So step number one is adding a security license. Either you do this a la carte, this is a traditional way, or you do this in the new DNA licensing form. So that's just simply by adding whatever DNA license you have, security is always part of it. At that point you can allow the internet to connect to your branch office. The next step is, of course, to add an Umbrella license to it. This is a subscription license, so for the time you want to be protected, you can of course extend and of course have this license activated. The first thing that Umbrella will be doing is looking at the content you want to look. So is it a video site, a gambling site, a whatever site you don't want your employees to access, you can block those out. That's step number one. This is actually accelerating the efficiency of your employees as you will. And the next step is security. So this will actually be malware that your users are trying to address or to access on the internet. Usually these are placed on websites and servers that are untrusted or just too new to be trusted. So you can block those out as well. If somehow your users are already infected by another network that they were in previously, which was not that secure, then they bring malware in your network. So stop that also. This is what we call blocking called C2C, so callback functions or motions of malware. So if it is an infected device that gets online, malware tries to call out to the attacker, so the attacker can take over a device in your network to steal information from your network. So this outgoing request is also going to be blocked with Umbrella because it's going out to a destination which is at least questionable. And at last, the phishing part. Remember the email, the example I started with? If you get an email with a link and this link doesn't bring you to the location it says it's going to bring you, this will also be categorized and blocked out by Umbrella. So these three parts, including the URL part, that is the core of what Umbrella will be able to give you. Securing your network from inside to outside.